Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. As usual, I've just gone and done stuff and been busy. Last you would have seen in this video, you would have been up in the hoist. Well, I can't remember what I had to do. I had a few bits and pieces I had to do. Anyway, I've gone and sorted it out. I added in a thermatic switch, finished his exhaust system, made up a little catch tank pukey thingy, fitted that over to the valve cover. I fitted a fuel pump in the back. I put a boost gauge in him, right there, the wideband. Not gonna lie, I've been out and given him a quick test just to make sure the tune was good, which it is. Anyway, so yeah, this is my VS Ute, also known as Dazza, nicknamed Dazza. My other VR Ute is known as Shazza, so we've got Shazza and Dazza. Anyway, Dazza's a bit of a dickhead, but we'll get into that in a minute. But this VS of mine is fitted with a custom turbo kit made by my company, CFB Performance. I've gone and fitted a stock VR ECU and wiring loom, wired that into the car so that it is somewhat tunable. It has a eBay 3584, specifically a max speeding rods turbo. It's got an eBay 44mm wastegate. It's got stock head bolts. It runs on 98 unleaded, and it makes about 13 to 14 psi. Goes okay. No, it goes pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's kind of at the limit for what's capable on 98. Yes and no. In saying that, there's probably still more left in it. I just don't know if I have the balls to give it any more. But yeah, she's running and driving and doing everything that she needs to do, or he needs to do, sorry. Yeah, so that's a thing. Before I get into this video, I figured I better give you guys a bit of a backstory on how I got here and how the car got to where it is, for those that are curious or new to the channel. So, Dazza, as he has come to be known, has always been intended to be a test kind of car. I've been playing around with turbo ecos for a long time now, going on 10 years or so, and I've done a lot of different setups, but I've never really tried to push one on 98 before, except for Ethel. Ethel started life as a 98 stock bottom end car, and I never really dabbled in it too much or tried to push it really hard. She made 300 wheel with an water methanol injection kit way back when, but usually I put them right onto E85 for a good reason. So being a car I'd use to go and get parts in for my new business, I figured having him on 98 would be a good thing, not chewing up a heap of fuel and still being fairly peppy. Well, he was. He started life at first around 10 to 12 psi and loved it. He was spicy and instantly out exceeded my expectations. and was a blast. He loved it, handing out the chops and doing mad one-wheel peels. But like every good project, the want for more set in, and he ended up at 15 psi, and then 17 psi. He hit 22 psi once, but I bitched out and put him back to 17, probably for the best, it would seem. Where he stayed, basically, for the rest of his life. And he loved it. The trans didn't like it at one point, so I fixed that, and he was back to being a blast to drive. So that brings us to where we are. I wanted to take him out and run a killer time on 98, and a stock bottom end and a Ecotec, and hurt some feelings. But instead he hurt mine. Anyway, here's my attempt at taking him out and making him run a solid time for a stock bottom end and a Eco on 98 with a turbo. Yeah, so we're going to do stock bottom end versus stock bottom end. It is going to be, not that you can see it, we got Dazza out here and Nigel out here. So we got John's car Nigel versus my car Dazza. Both of these are stock bottom ends. I know it's going to be really hard for you guys to see this at the moment, I'm pretty sure. They're both running my kits, they're both running eBay turbos, they're both stock bottom ends. The only difference between the two is that's a sedan, this is a ute. This one's on 98 with stock head bolts, this one's on E85 with head studs. So whether or not that equates to a difference in how fast they are, that's what we're here to find out. So we're also here to run faster than Reese and EcoJet in our stock bottom ends. Sorry Reese. But yeah, anyway, we'll go and run back up and get in the staging lanes in a minute, because it's going to be a long night. It is packed, full of cars, bloody event on tomorrow. This is the only fucking test and tune they've put on for the month. Anyway, we'll go and get up to the staging lanes, and get lined up ready to make some passes.
I've got no power.
I ejected my rods.
So Dame, why would I have no power?
Finally we get a pass.
Well, I had a feeling that was happening.
Alright, well, there we go. It's been a couple of days. I've had a bit of time to calm down and ponder about this. I've been through the in-car footage and I'm pretty sure it was just too much torque and too low RPM and cycle time, too much cycle time for stock rods, and it just said no. I haven't really had a look at this thing, but I'm pretty certain there's a window either down there or over here. I'm going to pull the engine out this weekend and we'll have a look at the carnage and see what went wrong. It was a little bit lean just moments before it grenaded itself. Whether or not that had anything to do with it, I don't know. I don't think so. Obviously hasn't helped, but in any case, it is what it is. I've made the decision now to yeah, stop playing around with this setup on 98.